Hey guys, Demons Jack 80 here, and today I've got you a deck profile for Odd Eyes and Pals, or Odd Eyes Magicians with Performa Pals. So that's the extra inside, which we'll set off to the side for a second, and we'll get into the main deck. So first up, we have three Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragons. It's the Searcher and the main monster for this deck. Really, you want it out on your field. It's a level 7 for Exceed plays, and you can also use it for Synchros. 3 Pit Dragon, it's our high scale, which we need because this deck does not run a lot of high scales, unfortunately. We only have 6 in our deck, 7, I guess, actually. But you just need it for also popping back row, because you don't want to pendulum summon into the strikes or the warnings or the bottomlesses, so it helps us clear out back row. 1 pulse for killing monsters that we can't beat over, and also it's a low scale. 1 noble dragon for the for synchro plays, and also it's it can be our deck does not like to discard, but this can be used as a discard because you can revive it using an Odd Eyes monster, which really helps. 3 Oath Dragon, our recyclability, and our also just there's the third one there. Also is really level 6 for our level 6 or rank 6 plays, and also helps us recycle our Wisdom Eye. What can be said about this card that hasn't been said? It's a not a 1 card scale, but it's a instant scale for getting our 8 scales out, our dragon pits out, and as long as you're Performa Pal or Magician on the field, it gives you instant scales. 1 Drummerilla. It's our support for Odd Eyes for anything that we need to beat over. Gives us 600 attack, and also it's a level 5, which we can, if we pen summon this and Noble Dragon, we can go into Ignister. We can use it with Light Phoenix for rank 5 plays. 1 Monkey Board. Another card that just it's a 1 card scale by searching Joker or searching Unicorn, and there's a reason that's 1. Skull Crobat Joker searches pretty much everything in your deck minus a few cards. Well, any monster in your deck. Really, there's a reason it's at 1 again, and you want to see it every time. If you can open up with it, you're 90% of games you're going to win. Performa Pal Trump Girl. This is a kind of tech that I put in because you can have this and you can have any Odd Eyes monster out, and it instantly gets you into Vortex, and Vortex is the card we want out. It is negation, it bounces something, it is our main defense for this deck. We play 2 Odd Eyes Light Phoenix. Really good card. This deck really got a boost when Shining Victories came out, and we got this in the other Odd Eyes monster in Odd Eyes Unicorn. This is our high scale, and it's another high scale, and it allows Odd Eyes to OTK so powerfully. It also is searchable off Monkey Board, off Skull Crobat Joker, off Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. So it's something we want in every hand, so we play 3 of it. 3 of the most broken card in this deck. I don't care what you say about Joker being broken. This card is so good. Untargetable, bounces anything that's reliant on a normal summon, this card destroys. We can use it with Skull Crobat Joker. If you have this in Skull Crobat Joker, activate bounce your Joker. You get your Joker next turn. I mean, this card is just way too good. I don't want it to go to 1 or 0, but there's probably a good chance it's going to be hit. 1, Luster Pendulum. It's very situational. I guess not really situational, but it can help us if we don't have any cards to Pendulum Summon. We can place this in a high scale out there. Like we can put this and Dragon Pit out, and then we get another Dragon Pit, so we can at least have some defense. Also, we go into Ignister with it. We play 2 Effect Veilers. We want to negate things. We want to negate Erebus, all the Monarch stuff, any Blue Eyes stuff we want to negate. So we play 2 of them. We play 1 Tuning Magician. It's another tuner to go into our synchro plays. We don't go into a lot of synchro plays, but this card is helpful, and I don't run it, but if you have a Crystal Wing, you can use this really easily to get out of Crystal Wing. We play 3 MST because we hate back row. We don't want to Pendulum Summon into anything, any back row, or we don't want Anti-Spell Fragrance up. So if you guys watch the UK Nationals, MST saved the winner. It was a great play, but or great top deck. Then we also play 3 Pendulum Call. Our main search for our scales, for our Magician scales, and prevents our Magician scales from being destroyed. It's once per turn though, so you can. The amount of times I've opened up double, you can pitch one and then use for that effect. Then we play double Sky Iris. Really good card, searches out our Odd Eyes monsters, and also helps with protection because it protects our scales from being destroyed. We play, for traps, we play 1 Breakthrough Skill, effect negation, which helps, and also we can use it, since we don't like discarding, we can discard this for Pendulum Call, we can discard it for anything that we need to. We play 2 Time Space Trap Holes, stops from extra deck, stops from the hand special summoning, so, and it can stop Pendulum Summonings really good, really well, sorry. And then 1 Warning, stops a lot of plays before they even start. So, that's the main deck. Now on to the extra. There we go. We play the 1 of Vortex Dragon. You can bring it out through Trump Girl or Absolute, and it bounces something on summon, and then any Pendulum monsters you have in your extra deck, you can, once per turn, you can send them back and to negate an effect. So what's really good if you have a Crobat Joker in your extra deck, you can send it back and probably get another use out of it. 1 Meteor Burst brings things in from the scale for usually an instant rank 7 or an instant rank 4 if you have 2 4s out or something. Also, it stops monster effects, your opponent's monsters effects during the battle phase, so you can stop Utopia the Lightning from going off. 1 Ignister. Ignister is really, really good for spinning stuff. It's amazing in the Pendulum mirror match, so there's a reason that's 1. 1 Dweller. So many things rely on the graveyard between Blue Eyes, between Cosmo, Burning Abyss, Monarchs. Basically, the meta revolves around the graveyard. This puts a stop to that. 1 Castel. It helps with clearing out problem cards, so like Anti-Spell Fragrance, any Floodgates. It gets rid of Kongorgan. This is a defensive monster. It really is. I mean, it's bulky, but it allows this to be targeted instead of something else that you really don't want to be targeted. We got one Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon. This card, I mean, it helps us get over anything that can be targeted by boosting it up to really high levels, and then you can OTK with it. One Durandal, it protects a lot of our monsters. It also fixes bad hands as when you can get it up. One Naruto, the Moral Leader. This card stops Stormforth, which we really don't. Stormforth is one of our big problems in this deck. We don't want to see it. Stops Return of the Dragon Lord, so stops most spells and traps once per turn. One number 39, Utopia the Beyond. This is if you have this and Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon out. It's a instant OTK. You attack something for 5,000, and then you do 3,000 there. As long as, I mean, we don't play anything that boosts their life points. So Mecha Fan Beast Dracosac. Haven't seen a lot of deck profiles running this, but I still think it's a great card. It's protection. You can pop things. One number 11 Big Eye. It steals monsters, and yeah, stealing monsters is good. There's a reason Snatch Steal's banned. We have two Odd Eyes Absolute Dragons. Brings out our Vortex. It stops attacks. A nice play is you can, if you have a Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon underneath and another monster, you can attack with that monster, stop it with Absolute, detach the Pendulum Dragon, and then summon it back with his effect. And then once he goes to the grave, we get Vortex again. And then the last card is Flare Metal Dragon. Burn damage is good. It can't be destroyed by monster effects. So the side deck, I mean, it all depends on where you're planning on playing this. If you're playing locals, it depends on your locals. But I play one Black Rose Moonlight Dragon because you can balance it. My side deck has a few extra deck cards that I want to switch in. Stardust to prevent destruction. Ebon Illusion. You can overlay this on Naruto, and also it can banish things, so it can get rid of Cosmotown and that, or Scales. 3 Spell Shattering Arrows for the Pendulum matchup, and also for Anti-Spell Fragrance. Really good card. 3 Imperial Iron Walls stops Pantheism, and also stops Return of the Dragon Lords, the banishing effect to negate destruction, and Cosmos. Did I say Cosmos? Yeah, Cosmos. Light and Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. Our meta is mostly dark and light right now, between Monarchs, Cosmo, and Blue Eyes, and even Burning Abyss. So this stops, I mean, you side in 6 of these versus Burning Abyss in that, and they can't do anything. So that's the deck. Thanks again, guys, and hope you enjoyed this. And hopefully you can test this deck out and you enjoy it. So yeah, that's the deck, and we'll see you next time.